Capricorns, welcome back for your soulmate video. Those of you who are new, a big warm welcome. Those of you who have been the ongoing tribe, hello again. Okay, now with the soulmate energy, we are still in the Venus aspect where we're making assessments. Now, they are going to be some interesting aspects. So be it you're in a soulmate connection already, or you're thinking about your soulmate that you have in mind with the spiritual connection with them. I've pulled the cards and the frequency connected to their zodiac sign being Capricorn and yours as the counterpart. Now, I have pulled external energies of what is going on around them directly connected to this. Now, I will be pulling some cards for mid-month connected to the soulmate and the twin flame videos. And I'm also launching a new channel in January 2019 on the 1st. So the information is in the link directly below, as well as in the communication section on the channel here. And I will be launching a video later for the big reveal. Now, let's have a look at the frequencies of what's coming through. Okay, now, the interesting thing is a lot of us, regardless of whether we're in the connection and it's feeling perfect or we're, you know, assessing, a lot of the mindset at the moment is very much in the mindset of past. So it doesn't mean to say that these things are happening right now, but it can be an assessment stage of why we're making direct decisions and why we're feeling a particular way. Now, even if we're in a beautiful connection, if we've taken those blocks with us and we're dealing with them, they can show up in the readings. Now, the first card for the Capricorn is wanting a deep spiritual connection. Now, this can be they are with the soulmate energy and they're wishing to be with their counterpart, their twin, or they feel this is the love of a lifetime and they want this to be, you know, a solid connection. So it's kind of two storylines coming through here. Now, what they are wanting to do is they want to move things to the next level, you know, have that deep spiritual connection, get it to the point where they could really want, you know, if you're a feminine, you could be highly fertile. So if the person is directly dealing with you, be cautious if you don't wish to get pregnant. It is a time frame when these things can happen. It isn't the time frame to jump the gun. It's more an assessment time frame. Now, we can't control the other person, nor the blocks, nor their feelings. So if you are in a partnership and a soulmate connection, your partner, the Capricorn, does wish to take this situation to the next level. We can then look at the external energies of why certain things aren't moving forward, but this is the frequency of what they want in the future. They are also concerned that this is going to be taken from them, and it can be that they're being really cautious about their connections and, you know, what they're going to do. So for some of them, it may be that they're really holding on too tight, or they're concerned about cash components and can we do this? Can we take the relationship to the next level? You, as a counterpart, might be wanting a celebration. It can be you have recently reconciled with this person, or that you're wishing for this reconciliation. It also can be a celebration connected to the romance moving to the next level if you're a partnered energy. There might be some insecurities and cross wires going on, especially if they're wanting something to be quite an abundant connection and moving it forward and keeping it grounded. You can be really not seeing eye to eye in certain aspects of how you think this relationship and the connection should go. Some of you might be actually getting engaged. So for you at that level, especially with the financial card coming up, and it may be that there are delays on your side, counterpart, it feels as though it might be you're waiting for some finances to come through, or some of you might be purchasing a home. There can be a delay on things moving to the next level. It might be getting tests done connected to pregnancy, but there's a delay, and I feel it's due to an external situation, not a physical 3D situation, although we will look at the 3D energy and 4D and 5 for this soulmate energy. Between you, there will be success if you work together. But you're sort of feeling you got bad luck around you, and it may be due to past tense situations happening. Again, it could be, you know, finally reaching that point that, hey, you know, is this going to move to the next level? It might have been some starts and stops in the spiritual connection, and now it's back on the table for assessment and looking at. But again, any plans that you have together, or, you know, the bigger picture of what you want it to be, it can be caution connected to that of not being, of you feeling external to you will directly impact this connection. And again, it can be due to blocks. I'll pull some clarifiers. Now, what's grounding the connection with the Capricorn soulmate? What are they looking at on the 3D? They're trying to be very rational. So whatever's going on in your relationship, be it you with them or not, they're trying to be rational on what, you know, you're wanting and what they need to do in order to get this. Now, it can be that you're wanting this celebration. So your overall energy counterpart is you want a celebration. It can also be that you're worried that they're not going to come back to you, for those of you who are single and away from it. The end of that cycle is coming, and it will be a change of direction. You just don't know how it's going to go, how it's going to come, but there is a change of direction for those of you who are away from your soulmate. But what they believe they need to do, they're directly dealing with in 3D. They're trying to be very rational. So if they're quiet and they're in hermit mode, try not to take that personal, especially within the connection. They are deeply passionate. There's a lot of passion cards coming through here. What's up in the air for them? Okay, so trigger points can come through this week between now and the 16th, and I'm doing the videos connected to the time frame of the 16th. I'm going to be doing an update, but it's due to the fact we're going to be going direct, but some planets are going to be going retrograde. So it may be a 360 where we look at connections and how we feel very differently, where we're really urgently wanting to move things forward. But there can be 3D related dynamics going on, financial, emotional, you know, you being at the opposite side of the world, trying to get to people. It's, you have the clarity after the fact, then the energy to move forward, planets are moving retrograde. So on that day, the 16th, it can be quite problematic. So for them, they're feeling as though their higher self is telling them to communicate, to deal with things in a particular way and be very direct in what they're wanting. But the 4D, their fear-based frequencies, is concerned about doing such. In their passion area of their fire, you know, this can be their passions, or, you know, where they're using the chakra to a degree in a way where they're going for their goals and attaining what they're wanting, or they're using it in a band-aid effect to the point they're just not coping. So it can be passion or fire. They've got the devil energy. So they're resisting the temptation or dealing with this frequency. This can be that they're in this current frequency right now, or they're moving through that and learning to move above and beyond the devil energy. And again, it can be the 3D. Something at a 3D level is tempting them to do something in a simpler way. At the 4D, they're fretful that if they do, there will be a consequence for an action. So it's very healthy that this card has come up in this position, because it means they're aware of the 3D. They're wanting to do things in the right way. They're being rational. So then in their passion and what they're doing, they're really bringing it down, where they're saying, no, this might be confusing, and I may be wanting to use other techniques to get what I want. I'm tempted, but I need to be direct. Okay, I need to be direct in my approach, finalize chapters, then do what I need to do. So it's like there's a step going on between the both of you in order to get to where you're going. Now, what's making them emotional? And this is more their fear-based frequencies, and it can be 3D energies as well. It's previous bad luck and the ending of karmic cycles. So if there's debts that they're tying up, they're moving through that frequency. They're trying to do that. Plus, when we're evolving, it can be a very problematic time in 2018 to be able to do these things and have the energy to be able to do them as we usually did, especially this year with so many planets retrograde. The tying up of this cycle is coming, but their ego can be saying, am I going to be able to achieve this? I am very tired. I am almost there. This is almost to the point where we can take a connection to the next level. Where is it? Okay, so if they're away from you, they do want the connection, but they're unable to due to these 3D situations. You're more coming to a point, counterpart, that you're wanting the openness. They're aware of this. But they're still going through a transformation. So, you know, although it might not be that this is moving to the next level, you do want the openness, but they're not communicating with you in a particular way due to that. It is causing grief within the connection. But they haven't completed the transformation yet. Between now and the 16th is an aspect of that transformation. Trying to avoid the conflict, which can be when you're with this soul energy, or, you know, if you're separate, regardless, trying to not go into this frequency. You know, really learning some karmic lessons of, if you want success, you need to deal with it in a different way. You may be a bit protective of yourself or of them, however that goes. They're really taming themselves though, and this does come down to this frequency here, the devil energy. So anything previously they were using in a sense of a band-aid, or, you know, they were blocked at a spiritual level to not be open and move this to the next level. And this could be external influences, bills, you know, karmics, however it goes in our life. Situations that block us on a soul energy to prevent us from achieving what we want. They're not going into that frequency. They're resisting that aspect of temptation because they do hear on the higher level what they're wanting. Now, you may be getting physical pains, which is going to be really mirroring this person, or it could be really emotionally triggering you. If you're having a trigger point this week, karmic, why did I say karmic? Could be connected to a karmic. It's an old frequency that's ending. But you need to, you know, if you were with this person and there was a breakup, try to resist the urge to control it and push it in a way it should be. Also, try not to rescue. And, you know, use all those things you've learnt within this connection to get it to a point where you're dependent at an emotional level, but not at a 3D level at all times. So you're not going into that codependency. Now, it could be that they were or you were, and usually when we are, we both are. But you can remove that frequency, but don't move into that fearful energy. It might be some of you, if you're waiting for the soul energy to come in, you're wishing to go back to an old situation. That's why I heard karmic. Others of you, it may be that you're going back over old ground, and it might be you're critiquing yourself. I also do feel that one or the other might have financial related issues. This is a message for some of you, not all of you, that could be directly impacting this. And the trigger point could be coming through in a, is there a simple way? But whatever's going on is there as a blessing in disguise. And it's going to help you face your shadow on both sides. Okay. Now I'll do the update by the 16th. And that will help you see what is kind of evolving through the connection. But I do feel for those of you who are in the connection with the soulmate, that is Capricorn, they are wishing to move this to the next level. It might be on your side as well. That is the direct block on it. Again, you need a private reading for that, or you could go look at your zodiac sign to actually check in with that frequency. There is a chance of crosswise, and it can be problematic this week, so we do need to be extremely careful. However, the intent on the 5D is very much that they wish to take this connection to the next level. Love and light.